All
Let's fucking
right,
get
welcome
it.
back. Welcome back to the Wisties. This is episode 7, and
Are you sure?
I think so. I don't
All the
know.
weeks are just
They're
combining.
blending together. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome back. We aren't introducing ourselves anymore. I noticed that.
Well, if you
If
don't
you're
know who we
this
are by now,
right, go back to episode 1.
yeah,
Um,
you should watch all of them again and watch our predictions and see how spot on we were this year.
yeah, we're killing it. Our bets are doing great. Uh,
Don't even talk about that.
later. Yeah. But I mean, hey, at least the Bengals look a little bit better,
I'm going to make a
right?
prediction right now. They're making the playoffs and they will be in the AFC Championship game still.
Wow, that's bold. I mean, we can't go down. We're so bad, you can't get any worse.
I just think people are like not betting on them and they might sneak in as a wild card maybe or something. And I wouldn't want to see that team.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I mean, they've been there the last couple of years, and they've proven that they can get to the big game. So, and they've proven that they can
Right.
beat Mahomes. So that's impressive. So, yeah, I'm rooting
Yeah.
for him, man, because I need not just for fantasy, but so I don't look like an absolute dumbass. So, yeah, we got some
I agree.
headlines.
Not much. I mean, Jefferson and Devon Achan are on IR, so minimum of 4 games. Those are big fantasy players, big players on their teams, respectively. So
Remind me what happened to Jefferson. I saw him out. I know it's a leg injury. I don't know what though.
hammy, hammy,
Hamstring? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that
And they're
sucks.
they're I did hear today. There's fear it might be longer than 4,
Ooh.
and they're willing to let it go longer than 4 because they want him to be 100%.
And it depends like where their buy lands too. If it's like, we're at 5 and we have a buy, we're gonna keep him out one more. I
Sick,
mean,
yeah.
look at Aaron Jones. He got hurt in the opener and he's kind of been back and then he wasn't back. So it's like you don't really want to rush those. Soft tish. We've said it before.
Soft Tish,
You
get
can't
that
mess with
shit
soft
fixed.
tish. Yep, you just gotta let it
Yeah.
do its thing. And they come back and they suck. So Chain, is that how you say his name?
A chain.
A Chain?
A Chan. It's A Chan. It's a new pronunciation. I'm sorry. A Chan.
I didn't even know who this guy was. I picked Mostert up like after week 2. I was like, all right, I got their starting running back. I don't even know anyone else on there. And all of a sudden, this guy's like also super fast and a beast.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I thought they had their one guy, but apparently they
It's just track
they have another
stars.
guy. Yeah. But I mean, it helps me out on
You heard?
fantasy, but yeah,
Well,
that's tough though. That's a high powered
it's
offense.
big.
So
It's a big fantasy implication week, and I guess because like, is T.J. Hawkinson going to be better, and K.J. Osborne, are people going to pick him up? Is Jordan Addison going to play well for the Vikings? All because Jefferson's like 12 targets and 150 yards a game. So where's
yeah,
that coming from?
that's
And
huge.
then Chan, whatever the fuck his name is, Jeff Wilson Jr.'s coming back. So is he pulling up the yards? Are they running most or more? What's happening? I mean, the Cardinals, James Conner's on IR, so they're back up. Some random dude that I can't pronounce his name. He's gonna get play. Javante
Right.
Williams was hurt. They're back up. Bears, Bears running back got hurt. So is Deontay Foreman gonna be picked up and play? Like it's a bunch of like the war of attrition is setting in, as Dad would always
Yeah.
say.
Yep. I mean, injuries are part of the game and it sucks, but um yeah, it, you're going to have to push through it. Next man up. Just and speaking of
Yep.
next man
And
up,
then
Jonathan Taylor,
yeah,
his backup, I think
yeah.
that was like perfect. The day
Zach
he gets his
Moss.
new yeah, the day he gets his new contract, he's like, I'm still here. I can do it. Good for him because that's cool. But yeah, that's news for you. So talk about that. Jonathan Taylor's new contract.
he got a new contract. I think it's 42 for 3. I think he's like it's how it looks on the outside. He's like the third or second highest paid running back. I have to
Okay.
wait to see the contract details to see if it's actually that or if it's a facade.
It's just
Um,
crazy to me because there's so much drama and like Jim Irsay and him were just like, at least from what we could see, as just,
not
fans
yeah,
of the football, it's like these two, there's no way these two are going to find, even ground. And here they are, you know, shout out Scott Sutton. He's a friend of mine who isn't from Indy. And he even admitted, he's like, yeah, I don't know how that happened, but all right, here we are.
yeah.
And he's talking Super Bowls. Jonathan Taylor is. I'm like, okay, let's pump the brakes here.
Well, I think Zach Moss hurts the running back payday thing.
Yeah.
Like
It
Zach Moss doesn't
literally
make
it
any money, and
literally
he's producing.
proves it proves our
Jim
point
Irsay.
when we say
Yeah,
like why would you pay running backs? It doesn't make any sense. You can get guys, look at fucking Rob or shit, what's his name from the Falcons? Bijan Robinson? Is that his name?
yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
He is a beast and he's a rookie. I mean, you can pick guys up and they don't even have to be first round picks. I know he was picked really high, but like Aaron Jones was a fourth rounder, right? Or something like that. He
Fifth,
wasn't,
Kamara was
yeah.
yeah, Kamara was a third.
You don't, I mean,
Second rounders play well.
yeah. And we picked up AJ Dillon like a couple years after we picked up Aaron Jones. And it's like, why are we picking another running back? Because they're disposable. No one wants to say it,
Well,
but they are.
I've never as good as he is. I've never been a fan of signing Jones. This is the reason why
Right.
he's
He's
not
hurt and you're
playing and he's
paying for
making
him.
money.
Yeah.
And you
And
could have someone else do exactly what he does.
he's great.
He's
Like
really
when
good,
he's
but
healthy, he's really good. But it's like, is it worth that money for the amount of games he's going to play over a shorter career? Because that's just what it is. They get hit
I
every
agree.
play, almost every play. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Let's just
some good news there.
let's speaking of the Packers, let's just get into it.
Yeah,
Fuck was
let's
that
look
last
at
night?
last week.
What was that?
I'm
Last night. What was that?
yeah, I mean Jordan struggled again. Um I thought the Lions game was because our offensive line didn't do very well and we weren't healthy. But this coming into today's game, okay, we got Elton back. We have our starters basically besides Bakhtiari, but we kind of knew he wasn't going to play this year anyways. So it's like, okay, our offensive line is healthy. That's good. We have the weapons now besides Jones, but we have his targets that he's usually throwing to. That's good. Our run offense looked good. I mean, we moved the ball a lot. AJ was finding his groove, which is good to see. And we still could not get past. I forgot the graphic, but it was like he was like 1 for 4, 10+ yards. Like if he's throwing 10+ yards. That's pathetic.
Yeah, he was
I
averaging
don't
like
know.
3 air yards a pass.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the guys just can't get open, so he doesn't have anywhere to throw it to, or if he's not seeing stuff, or if he's missing things or missing throws or what. I mean, you watch more film than I do, so what are you seeing?
Well, I don't watch film, but I do watch like and
Yeah, but
listen to
for
people
us,
that
film
do
is
watch
like,
film.
oh,
Yes.
right. And watching film for us is like,
Yeah.
oh, I saw a video on Instagram. That's what I mean. I
I mean, I
mean,
do
we're
listen. Yeah, I do.
casual fans.
Yes, but I do watch and I watch more people and I read about people that watch film. So yes, I get what you mean. Um, I think last night was like the epitome of who are you gonna blame? And it's like all of the above.
Yeah,
And I'm talking like O line sucked. We couldn't stop Max Crosby, who he's he's good and all, but the guy just has a motor. So just
right.
like I don't see anything special physique wise, and he's not doing anything like he's just running around. He's like a chicken with his head caught off. He's like
Yeah, he just
a
never
crazy man.
stops. Yeah.
Yeah, which is awesome. Very cool to see. Also kind of pisses me off because we started I counted our first 5 defensive drives. Our starting outside linebackers don't start the drives. Don't know what that's about
Yeah.
at all. We rotate a lot. Max Crosby plays every play, but whatever. Offensive line got pushed around. They sucked. Love threw the dumbest passes, like the dumbest. So I was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Dylan looked
The first
better, but
pick, the guy
yeah,
didn't have to move. There's
I
no
know.
way
And then,
he just didn't see him. There's no way he throws that if he
yeah,
sees him. So he just did not
and
see
then
him. But it's like,
The Watson one, the first Watson one was like, no, that's too tight. He's forcing something. And the
yeah.
last one's, we need to get a score. So like,
Hmm.
whatever.
But he could
It,
have ran it on that play. We still had a fucking timeout left. He could have ran for a first down, and who knows, he gets out of
he's
bounds.
got to think.
Or
He's got to think.
right. And we still had like a minute
Did you see?
40 left.
I mean, did you see him run out of bounds at the half? Like, oh, I'm gonna get out of bounds
Yeah.
quick here. I'm
And
like,
he's
you
like,
got
oh,
to get
there's
out
1 second.
sooner,
There's 1 second
moron.
left. It's like,
Yeah,
no,
no.
get out of bounds with three
Yeah,
seconds. Give yourself a chance.
yeah.
What is 2 more seconds of you running, maybe like a couple more yards? You think that's gonna help your chances on a Hail Mary that's already pretty low percentage wise? Like, yeah, he just didn't
Well,
play
it
smart.
bugs me. It bugs me because he's a 4 year, but in his first year playing. So like, you think a 4 year would have a mental edge because you've been around the situations, you've seen this stuff. You haven't been in them, but you've seen it.
Yeah.
Been around Aaron, you've heard him, you've talked to him, you've been in the room, you've seen all. We've been in the playoffs, big moments. He just looked
Yeah,
defensively. I mean, we gave up 17,
it's one thing
right?
to know the situations, like he's been there, and then to be in the moment and have it click. But yeah,
Yeah,
defense
that's what
looked good.
sucks.
They did okay. They only gave
Defense,
up 17.
and then he put him in a yeah, he put him in a tough spot with the pick. I'm
Mm-hmm.
still not. I still think our defense needs to carry the team. If with how
I
young
mean,
we
if our
are, and
offense
Joe
is going to
Barry
do that,
can't have fucking Rudy Ford 2 yards in the end zone, and the guy can just cut in front of him and catch the ball. Like if that's
yeah,
Joe Barry, I'm gonna kill him. If it's Rudy Ford, what the fuck, man? Like what are you doing?
right.
Get in front. Joe Barry sucks to me. And then it just keeps going on. I think Matt LaFleur got outcoached. I'm
Oh
gonna put it
yeah,
out here right now. Listen, everybody in the planet Earth. I do not like Matt LaFleur. He is not a good football coach. He sucks. And you say, why? Why, Cole? I'll tell you why. You don't keep the shit special teams coach and then promote the backup and then move on. You don't keep the previous defensive coordinator from the old staff and then hire the linebackers coach on the Rams staff who didn't even get promoted to defensive coordinator on his own staff, Joe Barry, and has been D coordinator and has shit defenses the 2 times he's done it, and get him. The fuck is that, man? And then he's just blowing scenarios left and right. Situationally, I question him so hard. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, take a time out there. Don't like where. And I'm sure his scheme is better than McCarthy's because McCarthy's was ass, just ass. But I think Aaron, he's so lucky with starting with Aaron. And then you want to climb the bar even higher. Goody's a moron, and it all stems from the biggest doofus of them all, Mark Murphy.
Mark Murphy.
I can't stand him. Yeah, I can't stand him. He sucks. He's the one that trickled this down, and until he has to retire, I do not believe in our football team. That's where I'm at right now.
I love it. I was like, I just gotta let him go. I gotta let him get this off his chest.
It
I know
fucking
it's
pisses me off.
no. I mean,
The brain
the
trust
one
is not a trust.
the one that got me, and it doesn't take, you know, anyone can figure this out. You see Davante Adams, arguably the best receiver in the league. Okay. And who do we have lined up against him? 6'4",
Fucking Preston Smith.
280-pound, slow ass Preston Smith,
Yeah.
who is listed
What are
as a
we doing?
linebacker, but he's not a linebacker. He's a defensive edge rusher, right? He does
Yes.
one thing and one thing only, and it's rush up the field to try to tackle a runner or a quarterback. That's it. That's all he does. He's pretty good at it, but that's all he does. Why would he ever backpedal in your defense? He shouldn't ever backpedal in your defense,
Did you hear what Matt said about that?
especially against the best receiver in the league. It's one thing if it's like, oh, they're like five out and they roll a running back out. Then okay, I guess someone has to cover him. So then he has to guard a running back out there. Okay, that's one thing. But are you fucking kidding me? What did Matt say?
Matt was like, "Yeah, they just got us schematically there." He's like, "We used to do that with Devontae all the time. So we used to do it, but we can't like, oh God, we used to do it to people, but we can't stop people from doing it from us." He's like, "Yeah, we have to be better there." What?
Yeah, that's Joe. That's Joe
Yeah,
dumbass Barry.
off a long week. And Josh McDaniels probably like, these fucking morons. I'm gonna put him here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this doofus is coming out here. Oh, look at that.
And
Yep.
we were lucky because Jimmy G isn't that good. And he didn't get like we did a decent job of like covering him when it was like Rasul and Jair.
Yeah.
But schematically we kind of figured him out. But yeah, it could have been so much worse. Oh my God. Yeah, it was pathetic. Jordan did not look good. Um, the final drive, we had a chance, and I was like, okay, we could still do it. And it's like, if we would have won that game, the first game, that was pretty decent, right? Second game that we won was the Saints. We were down 17, had to come back, and we got out of there by the skin on our nuts. And then if we would have won last night, it would have been similar. Like, how did we win? He threw two picks. He played like shit, but he had one good drive. Even if we would have won it, I wouldn't have felt better. Barely better. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it's just we're so young and he's only started 6 games and it's gonna take time. I hope that's what it is, but I mean, only time will tell. So yeah, it was tough to watch
Can't
though.
wait. I can't wait to be a top 10 pick this year. That's all I'm saying. Because that's what it's
Hey,
looking like.
I mean, if you think we're going to the playoffs first, which you did, you picked us to win. If I may remind everyone,
At 8 and 9, 8 and 9, I
yeah,
think a couple more
we
wins
can
are
still
going
do
into our
it.
column.
We can still do it. Um, so if we even make it to the playoffs, we're not going anywhere. So we're gonna have like a. I feel like so would that give us like a top 15 pick
Yeah,
or
well,
top. Yeah,
7 teams in each go, so 14, so top 16. Yeah,
yeah. So I mean, either way, we're getting a top 15 pick. I think.
I know, but
But
you don't want to draft in the middle. If you're gonna
no,
suck, suck.
if we get there, I'm saying if we get there, I don't even think we're gonna get there. If we keep doing this shit, we basically had a mini buy, and that's the game we come up with. Like that was bad. We're only missing Aaron Jones. That was really our only guy that
And
we were missing.
but this is okay. So put this on Goody then. This is like a fucking constant problem with our team. When Aaron's there, who's the best player? Devontae. And all we have is Devontae. And we milk the cow until it goes dry. And then a team goes, let's just stop Devontae and see what they can do.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Now that Aaron Jones has become our best player, what do we do when Aaron Jones isn't there? We have no skill players that are just studs. Christian Watson is a deep ball threat. Hasn't been playing a lot. Where was Dobbs last night, that asshole? I had shit riding on him, that prick. What
Yeah,
the hell?
he
Like, what?
he has good hands, and he dropped a pass or two. So it's like everyone was just playing bad, man. It was just that to me. It was like off a mini buy. You can't play like that. Like you have so much
But
time
the,
to fucking prepare, and it's 1 in 3 Raiders are like seriously. They've won one game.
we've
Come
put so
on.
much in the offensive line. You've invested so much in the O line, and it didn't play well. And then you start to invest in the weapons, but the best teams have the best weapons. Look at Cincinnati. Look at the I mean, you want to just move on to that game if you're done talking. The Niners, are you kidding?
Ah, that was
Like,
just unreal. They're on a whole nother level.
yeah, and what do they have? Weapons. What do the Eagles have? Weapons. It's all about skill players who dudes who scheme is scheme. That's one thing, but the dudes when it's
Yeah,
my scheme
Miami.
matches your scheme, I can just outball you.
Right.
I'm just tough. I'm
People
just
forget that
faster.
Miami has Jalen Ramsey coming back too.
Yeah, and Waddle is on the team and he's not existent right now
Mm-hmm.
because they're that good.
And he'd be a one on our team, that's for sure. On a lot of teams, I bet he'd
T
be wide
Higgins.
receiver
T
one.
Higgins is a one, but not
Mm-hmm.
when Chase is there. It's the difference.
Yep.
It's frustrating.
Well, we were spoiled.
But
We had this guy for quite a while. So
what did I say? 5 years of shit. Here we come. That's what it's gonna be. Get ready. Can't wait to be
I mean,
30 until we're
it's
good.
still early. Still early. We'll see. I
Okay.
mean, I think we can both agree we got to make some big changes moving forward though to
Till Mike
save this season.
Mark fucking Murphy leaves, I have no faith.
Yeah. So
Um,
talking about weapons, the Niners just absolutely destroyed the Cowboys. I love it. I don't like either team. I think the Niners are
I don't
annoying.
either.
And
I do
our
too.
pass with the Niners, they just whoop our ass all the time. So I hate them.
Yeah, it's more jealousy.
Cowboys, if you like the Cowboys, just don't talk to
Go
me.
fuck yourself. Yeah,
Yeah. I've
go
got like
fuck yourself.
I've got like one friend who's from Texas, like Dallas, and he's a Cowboys fan. I'm like, okay, I get it. Like if I were you, I would probably be a Cowboy fan too. But I'm like, seriously, the Cowboys. So yeah, I love Kittle for wearing that shirt. Fuck Dallas. That's awesome. He's got to get fined for that, but still, that's worth it. The Niners, holy shit. They just is it just because they have so many weapons and Kyle Shanahan is that good? I still don't think
Yeah,
Brock Purdy is like that good.
he's
It's just
not. Everyone
it's
thinks he is.
yeah.
He's Jimmy Garoppolo on
He
steroids, which
he
isn't saying
just
much.
he just wins. He gets it
Wins.
done. I hate that.
That's what
I
people
hate
said
that.
about Jimmy.
Oh, he just
Yeah,
wins. He knows how to win. He's a winner. You don't win the game in football like by yourself. You can have like an incredible performance and then win and be like, I'm one of the main reasons we won. Sure. But there's three facets to the game. He only plays one of them. Defense still has to show up. Special team still has to not fuck things up. Like that's why I hate wins. You can't say Tom Brady's the GOAT because he wins all the time. He doesn't play defense. He's
Tom
half of
Brady's
an
not the GOAT.
athlete. Fuck no. Um, we haven't talked about that on the podcast yet, have we?
No, that'll be an
Yeah,
off-season topic.
that's another one, another one down the road. Yeah, but the Niners are looking damn good, man. They've got to be like the favorites right now to win it all.
I I don't. Yeah, I get it, but I agree with you on Brock Purdy. That's why they're not my top contender. I
Because
still
at
think if you
some
put,
point he's got to have to make a play like in the playoffs.
yeah, there's a moment in every game where the scheme is not gonna scheme someone wide open, and it's 3rd and 10, and everyone knows you're passing. So we know you're passing. You got to make the play, and it's going
Right.
to be a tight window throw, and it might not be on time. And I'm taking a lot of other people to make those plays. And
Yeah,
there's
I
teams like the Eagles. I trust Jalen Hurts and the Eagles more than the Niners.
Niners.
I
Yeah,
trust I trust Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs a lot more than I do the Niners.
right.
Sorry.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they have to prove it before I start believing it. So,
And you could literally, outside of Kelsey and Chris Jones, you could probably go up and down the roster of the Niners versus the Chiefs. And the Niners are going to win every position battle, maybe except like three or four. but the
Mm-hmm.
one that makes the difference is 15.
Right.
That's oh yeah, we got him. Yeah, we like our odds. That's
Right.
what it is.
Yep. I agree. Quarterback's the most important position on the team, and he's got to be. Isn't there a stat where it's like he's got to be like top 10 or top 6 or 5 or something for you to have a chance? Like almost every quarterback besides like Trent Dilfer was like top 10,
I was gonna say
you
nowadays
know?
it's probably back in the day no, because like you could win a football game throwing 10 times and
Right.
running the ball 50 and like in your deep
You get
like the
those
Ravens gave up 9
outliers.
points in a playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah, you get the Joe Flacco. I love how the Ravens have had two, Trent Dilfer and Joe Flacco. Um, but yeah, I
Joe
mean,
was an animal back in the day.
he was pretty good. But you get like I guess Nick Foles. That was just like the game of their life, though. Like Doug Peterson called an amazing game, and
But
the
he
fourth
he
and goal
he
Philly
made
special.
amazing throws.
He
He
did,
made amazing throws during the
but he
whole
wasn't.
thing.
He's never been a top 10 quarterback in a given
No, but
season. Yeah,
he just caught fire.
right. It's
So
just
yeah,
the
there's
cards aligned. Like you're gonna get a couple of those every now and then, and it could happen to Brock Purdy. Who knows? We don't know. But I'll believe it when I see it. So
I know it won't happen. That's what I say. Yeah.
all right. What do we
Fuck
got
yeah.
coming up this next week?
Anything else?
No, I think it's time to move on.
Um, Cowboys Chargers. I think that'll be good. Cowboys rebound. Chargers. I mean, they always put up points. It's always a tight game, so I think that'll be like a bunch of scoring and fun.
Yeah, Cowboys need to turn it around.
Um, that's a Monday night, so that's kind of fun. I think the Seattle Cincinnati is a sneaky good game. Like, are the Bengals bouncing back? Seattle's coming off the bye. Seattle's pretty good,
Right. I agree.
but that's it. That's all. There's not really. Packers are on the bye. I put Niners Browns because I want to see what the Browns defense does to the Niners, but I think they're gonna get killed. So
Yeah.
nothing real crazy this week.
Yeah, I think those two games that you said were on my radar too. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, this is a fun time of year because we got if you're a baseball fan, baseball playoffs, NFL is, into high gear, basketball is starting soon, NHL is starting soon. It's kind of fun. I love fall.
Yeah,
All
playoff
right.
baseball is pretty intense right now.
Mhm.
It's very fun.
Brewers, the Brewers are just pathetic. They got to figure something out, man. Oh
Go
my
Yankees,
god.
baby.
At least we have the Bucks, dude. Holy shit. Come on, baby. We need something.
Yeah, that
Fear the
shit ass team.
fear the deer. All right. Do we have a game this week, Cole?
We have a draft.
Yeah, let's play. Let's do a little drafty. We didn't do a draft last game or last week, right?
No, we played a couple games,
Yeah, let's do a draft. We
but
haven't
we
done
have
one
we
in
have, we have trivia for Mason to decide
Okay.
who gets the first pick.
Oh, okay. So if I get it right, I get to choose. Okay.
Yeah, if you don't want the first pick, you can defer,
Okay.
but that'd be stupid. But you have 30 seconds to name the last 5 NFL MVPs in the correct order.
Shit.
I will say that one more time. You have 30 seconds to name the last 5 NFL MVPs without going on your phone. Keep those
I'm not on
eyes
my
up.
phone. My phone's right here, and I'll put it
Yeah.
over here.
Let's just so the all the viewers know to name in a row starting last year last 5. Are you ready?
Um, no, but here we
I'm
go.
starting on I'm starting on the
Can you just say if
30
that one's
second mark.
right and then I move on and then if I just keep
Correct.
naming them until
Yes.
you say yep, that's good and then I just keep naming until that yep, that's good.
Yeah, but don't just start listing like we want to have a good. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Pat Mahomes was last year.
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers the year before.
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers the year before that.
Yes.
Okay. Fuck. And then Pat Mahomes the year before that. Fuck. Um, shit. Who was it? Oh man, I got three.
You have five
What
seconds.
what year is it? Damn it. I can't do it.
It is Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson,
Oh, no way,
Patrick
really?
Mahomes. Yeah,
Damn.
Lamar was he was
I
I'm
thought that was
pretty sure he
I thought that was way longer ago.
no,
I
because
wasn't even gonna think of him.
Mahomes won in his first year as a starter. He threw 50 touchdowns in 2018, and then it was Lamar. I
Hmm.
think he was what is the word? It's I'm totally blanking. He was no one else voted for anyone. It was oh
Oh,
God.
unanimous?
Yeah, Jesus. I'm smart. He was a unanimous MVP, and then Aaron won, Mahomes. I thought it would be kind of easy, but kind of hard because you knew Aaron and Mahomes were 4 out of the 5. It was just
Right. The
that
one
one.
guy. Yeah, I should have got that.
Yeah.
I in my head, it was hard for me to keep track of the year because it's like 21 to 22 season, or no, 22 to 23 season. And I'm like, wait, am I in 21 or 20 or where am I? But
Yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't have gotten, I was like, did I knew Tom Brady was in the discussion for MVP one of those years. I was like, is it Tom Brady? But yeah, I should have just started screaming him out. I didn't, No, that was fun though. I
Okay.
suck.
So I get first pick. Thank you very much.
Okay, so what are we drafting? You got to explain it to the
We
people.
are we are drafting 3 rounds of the best stadiums in the National Football League.
Okay. And
How
you
you
can
determine what
determine.
Yep,
Okay.
however you want to determine best stadium, not we're gonna do a separate draft of the best fans, best or worst fans. We can do that on another one. Fans can take part of the stadium though, because it's atmosphere. But however you want to determine it.
Okay.
Does that
So
sound fair?
you get the first pick.
I'm gonna make this 12 seconds. Lambeau Field, first pick. I think it's pretty like anyone that hasn't even been there then shows up goes, yeah, this stadium's pretty awesome. Fans, small town. I could go on and on and on.
Yeah.
We were in a video. There's like 30-minute news video that was just about what's the great experience about Lambeau Field, like the culture, the history, everything.
Right.
I'm gonna save you time because we all know it's number one. Go ahead.
So, I mean, there's a couple that come to mind, I guess. I just got to think out loud here. I kind of want to go with something similar to your first pick, with tradition and atmosphere and stuff. But then the other part of me is like, there's some really cool, like pretty new ones out there.
New ones. Yeah. Yeah, there is.
So
That's what's tough.
I feel like I gotta go with. I haven't been to anyone besides Lambeau, so it's kind of hard for
I
me.
was
So
just
it's
gonna
just
say, to be fair, we haven't been anywhere. So it's what we see and hear on social
right,
media, TV, and everything.
right. I've
I'd love
heard
to go to different stadiums.
like Arrowhead comes to mind, but I think I want to go with um, I'll go with SoFi in LA just because of how new it is and the new technology and how cool and clean the building is. So I'll go with that number one.
I like that pick. I think it's a good one. That's where the
Yeah.
Super Bowl was. It's pretty sick. My second pick, kind of tough. I think I'm gonna take a little. It's not really a side curveball here, but it's not. I don't know if it's number one for everybody, but I'm gonna take. I think it's Lumen Field now. Seattle
Oh,
Seahawks.
yeah.
Their stadium. It's open. You can kind of see the city. They're the 12th man. Super loud.
Mm-hmm.
I know Dad has seen it before. He said it's pretty cool. They're just that West Coast like culture like is right baked into the thing. I know I watched a video on how they designed it to make the noise louder than other stadiums, like how it
Yeah,
traveled. They had like a I think it might have been a mathematician or a physician, like a science
like
physics
a
type of guy come in or something.
physicist. Yeah,
Yeah, a physics teacher or whoever to go in and figure the sound out, and they did that for that purpose. So that's gonna be my second pick.
nice. My second pick, um, I think I'll go with. I thought the Raiders stadium was cool, so I'm gonna go with that one. Um,
Yeah,
it's in Las Vegas. That eye, or it's not an eye, the
the
sphere.
dome. Yeah,
Well, the
the
sphere,
sphere.
like in there, that's pretty cool. Just a sidebar. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah,
I feel like that would distract people driving on the highway though. You're telling
oh
me
yeah.
it's literally right by the highway. You're telling me people aren't looking at that as they're driving? You're gonna like I'd
The
like to see how many.
concert
Oh yeah, inside it's sweet. It looks like
inside.
you're. Yeah, it's so
Yeah, they can
cool.
do anything. Yes.
Yeah, that's sweet. But I did think the Raiders Stadium was pretty cool. I know there's a little recency bias because we just watched that game last night, but they have like their own band there. There's a lot of stuff going on. It looks pretty cool and it's brand new. A lot of,
They got the big
it's gonna be.
torch. They got a bunch of
Yeah,
cool areas.
yep. It's gonna be good weather out there, so they can have like the windows you can see through and see the strip and stuff. That's it's pretty cool. So I my second would be the Raiders. I don't even know what their stadium, Allegiant, something like that.
I think it's a Legion.
Yeah. So that's my second. All right. So you have your last pick now.
Last pick. Tough one. I thought about AT&T Field. I'm not gonna lie. Dallas,
AT&T Stadium. Yeah. Jerry World.
Jerry World. Everyone talks about it. We own it. Aaron owns it, so it's pretty much Lambeau too. Um, it's kind of tough. I'm gonna go. I also was gonna do like the bank, Minnesota,
Yeah.
because they're always highly rated, and I
Yep.
know people have been there, including Paige. She's been there before. She loved it. Everyone thinks it's awesome, like just a cool place, regardless of the stupid horn.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go.
You
Damn,
can't look
this
at a
is tough.
list. You're looking at a
No,
list.
I have stuff written down. I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I come prepared. I'm gonna go with. I hate to do it. I'm gonna go with Kansas City.
Okay.
I'm sticking with my theme. Might not be the strongest stadium, but it's the loudest with the fans there. It's cold weather,
Yeah, it's fun. I
brings that environment.
it was between that US Bank and the Falcons Stadium for me.
I thought about Mercedes Benz, but Chick-fil-A being there on a Sunday is just so stupid to me. I just I couldn't pull the trigger.
Yeah. But they have really cheap food.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
why
huge bonus.
I think that's why that's my third pick because
Yeah,
Lambo's great, but I spent $100 there at the Lions
yeah.
game, and I had like 3 beers and a brat. I'm like,
Yeah. I mean, a brat's like
that's
$18, isn't it?
yeah. I mean, they give you like the 24-ounce beers, which is nice, but I mean, if it's not freezing cold out, that's gonna get warm by the time I can finish that shit. So, I think it's between that and US Bank for me. But
They gave me and Chuck Coors, and my ours was warm. Like the mountains were not blue. And I
oh,
was like, why am I
put
getting a warm beer?
I would send that back. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. It was the Concordia group. I was like, what are we doing? Like,
You didn't send it
I
back?
don't want to drink. No, mom was like, just move on. Come on, let's go. Blah, blah, blah. And
Oh,
Chuck's like,
you're
I
in the
don't
middle of the
care.
line.
It's
Yeah, well, Chuck doesn't
he's
give a
like, it's
shit.
beer. It's beer. And I was,
Yeah,
yeah,
he'll drink whatever. Um, yeah, I think I gotta go with the Falcons. It's newer than US Bank, right?
I think yeah, they're close,
It's
similar
yeah,
time, I
like
think.
2016-ish or something like that.
Hmm. They have that
Mid-teens.
wraparound
Yeah.
view. What is that? The what do you call that? I'm blanking on everything today.
Yeah, you're just firing on all cylinders.
Uh-huh. It's I'm giving plasma. It's just killing my brain.
Yeah,
The
Jesus.
the the fucking jumbotron, okay?
Yeah.
That thing that wraps around. Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah,
remember
kind of like
jumbotron. I need to
SoFi
go
has the
home.
one that's like on the inside and the outside. That's
Yeah, and
SoFi, so
the
that's pretty cool.
Falcons opens up too, I believe, in
Hmm.
the center, and it does a little
Well, and
close.
they have that cool camera that catches Bijan juking all over the
Yeah,
place.
what I sent
That's
you
sweet.
today, that shit was
Yeah.
awesome. Everyone, every
I
stadium needs that.
I think I'm doing that one because of the food and it's pretty new and it's yeah, that's pretty cool. So I got
So what were
SoFi,
your yeah?
Allegiant, and then Mercedes Benz.
And I had Lambo. What is Kansas City's called now? Is it the
GEHA or something.
yeah, Gia or Gil or
Yeah.
whatever? I don't know. I have
Yeah.
Kansas City's and then I have Lumen, which is Seattle.
Yeah. But
Those
you
are my
had
three.
Seattle second and then that one third. Yeah.
Seattle was my second pick, yes.
Yeah. Yours is
I
more
don't like it's like Heinz
environment.
Field isn't Heinz.
Yeah. Yours is more, your three are more environment. Mine is more like accommodations.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah. But I
Yours is
mean,
more new schoolish.
yeah, if you pick Lambo out of the gate, it'd be nice to like I would have picked Lambo and then SoFi and then uh
Yeah,
maybe
I
another
mean,
new one. So it's like you kind of get the best of both worlds if you want. But yeah, I think we covered like the probably the top six. That's pretty good. I'd throw US Bank in
yeah.
there. Um yeah. None of them like Lucas Oil might be cool. They have the combine there and stuff, but I mean it's just this is the
I
dome, you
think
know.
I
Arizona
think
Cardinals is just a dome. Couple of them are just
I
I like the
think
San Francisco 49ers might be okay. I don't know. Denver might be
uh,
cool.
uh
Mile High.
I was gonna say Mile High was definitely on my list, and Gillette. I think Gillette would be cool. I don't know if it's the
Yeah.
mystique of all the wins or whatever, but just the area it's in. Mile High would definitely be up on my list
Yeah.
for
Bad
sure.
ones would be like Soldier Field or the Washington Commanders, I've heard is really shitty. Um I mean
Yeah, water
Philly.
leaked on people.
Yeah, I mean Philly has a jail in their stadium. Like the fans there suck, so it's like I don't want to be there. Um
I think MetLife's blows too. There's
yeah,
nothing
I've heard
special
that
about
that's
that
not
place.
for being New York and having two New York teams.
Jersey,
Um
baby. Jersey.
yeah, like that's got
The
to be
dirty
better.
Jers.
Are they
Yeah.
redoing that at some point, or because I know the Bills are gonna make a new one that should be
Yeah, have
done.
you seen their designs?
That looks cool. It should be done in like mid
Mm-hmm.
2020s. Um, that's coming up though. That's like 2 or 3 years from now. So that'll be kind of
Everyone's mid.
cool. Yeah, but yeah, I think that's a good uh three. What am I trying to say? I'm turning into you now. All right, what's next? Let's just fucking go.
Oh, good job. Okay, fantasy is next.
Yeah.
We got beat.
Oh my God. Well, it was just a rough week for me, but I had a chance to. It was 147 to 130 something. And mom had Jordan Love, Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams, and AJ Dillon. One guy
Yeah.
brought her points to her team, and it was AJ Dillon. I'm like, are you fucking
Yeah.
kidding me? If it was Devontae, I'd be like, okay, I can live with that. But Jordan didn't play well. Aaron Jones didn't even play. Devontae was questionable. I'm like, oh, maybe I have a chance. And Dillon, you know, yeah, I mean, she won by like 2.5 points. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? But yeah, she did it.
Yeah. Dad edged me out. I thought maybe I'd have a chance. I had Vegas's kicker, and of course
Oh
he
yeah, and he
doinked and
doinks.
missed.
Yeah,
And I was
he's like the
like,
best kicker in the league too, or one of them, and he
I
just
know. I was
missed a
like, I need
bunch.
like I need like 15 from Vegas's kicker, and he would have had like 14 if he would have made his kicks. And I was like,
And there were
okay,
long ones
whatever. I
too.
lost
Yeah,
in
a couple
that.
long ones. Yeah,
It was
that's
not a good
tough.
week for me either. Packers loss. My fantasy team loses. Our like predictions are looking like shit. I'm feeling like trash. Like, oh God, I was just looking bad. Allie lost to Kevin too. I have to bring it up. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
have to.
I showed her the outline today and it's saying like Allie lost to Kevin. And she's like, oh God, of course you gotta talk about that. I'm like, we do. The world needs to know. Um
His team went off. I
yeah,
don't know what else to
he
say.
texted me too. He texted me. He's like, how does my fantasy team go 0-4 and then just go goblin mode and lead the league this week? Make it make sense. I was like, yeah, dude, that's fantasy football for you. Oh
Goblin
man.
mode has got to be the
Yeah.
saying of the year.
That's great. I mean, he had DJ Moore. He had like 50 points in just one guy, and he just,
Yeah.
yeah, that's just some days you fire
Yeah.
on all cylinders. Some days you're Cole and you give blood and you don't have any left going to your brains. You don't know how to speak.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's for a
he
good
just
cause.
kicked ass. Yeah, that's true. Thank you for your sacrifice for humanity.
Dad Dad had Chase 50. I was like, what the fuck? The guy hasn't done anything all
Yeah,
year and I'm
all
getting
year it doesn't do
rocked.
shit. Right. But
It sucked.
yeah, I mean, it's tough to win them all. So I'm sure Allie will be just fine. I love you.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, hell yeah, Kev, let's go, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a household battle. I took care of my business. Now it's you versus Paige this week. Are you gonna take care of your business?
I don't know. Her team kind of scares me. I'm not gonna lie. And it also scares me because my team's been playing like shit. We
Yeah.
did put a wager down.
Okay, you're
Um,
gonna share it with the world.
I will share it next week after we win or lose.
Okay. We'll
Um,
leave the people in
yeah,
suspense.
something has been agreed upon and something was shook on. So something is happening.
All
I just
right.
hope to God I'm the one that wins. Yes.
Oh boy. Here we go.
I'll
That's
leave it at
exciting
that.
though. That's fun. All
Hmm.
right. You are also on a losing streak in the betting world. Something needs to
This is
change.
brutal. I'm literally I let's can we play a game here?
Sure.
I'm gonna go Costanza mode and
I
I'm
was
gonna
just
do
gonna
the
say,
opposite.
yeah,
Up is up is down, black is white, day is night, whatever he says, and Elaine's
yeah,
finishing his sentences. That's what
yeah.
I'm gonna do. I literally don't know what else to do. I'm picking stuff. I'm changing. Like last week, I was like Cardinals. I either the Bengals are gonna show up, Mason, or the Bengals showed up. So my curse
Mhm.
has just lifted teams. So I was looking at it and I'm like, what would I bet? And I was like, I would bet Minnesota to beat the Bears. Does that sound crazy to you?
Like Minnesota beating the Bears? No, they should beat the Bears.
Yeah. So I'm betting the Chicago Bears beat the Minnesota Vikings. That's my bet.
That's a good bet, though. I mean, they don't
I'm
have
doing it.
JJ, and the Bears look decent in their last win. They figured
And
it out.
you know what?
Are they
I'm
at
putting my
home?
faith. Yeah, I'm putting my faith in a team that's not ever been solid. And I
I
don't know what
mean,
else to do.
I get it. You know,
I'm
every
scratching, I'm
day,
clawing. I just need one.
every day you walk into that coffee shop and you get tuna on toast. It's time for chicken salad.
Shouldn't
Even
you go
though
against this?
this that chicken's not the opposite of tuna. Salmon's the opposite of tuna.
Salmon.
Tuna goes with the current, salmon goes against it.
Goes
You just
against
got to walk up to your bookie and tell him, my name is Cole. I'm unemployed and I live with my parents.
it. Yeah, I am, and that's my version of that. Is my name is Cole, and I'm picking the Chicago Bears. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's what we're rolling
My
with.
name is
We'll
Cole and
see.
I'm putting money on the Chicago Bears.
The Chicago
That's
Bears.
it.
Yep, my name is Cole.
That's your line. All right, buddy. We'll see if
It's
that works out for you.
don't let as wise words of Jalen Brown. Don't let me get one. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Don't let me get one.
Oh God. Don't let it start.
Uh,
That's
Don't let me
good
go
stuff.
left either.
Yeah. Please go
Don't
left.
force me
Jesus
left, I should
Christ.
say. Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
don't force me left.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't know what
Enough of
happens
that.
then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's do a uniform. This will be a quick, easy one. Um, Another shout out to Scotty Papa Diddley Sutton. Um, we'll do the Indianapolis Colts. Very similar to their current uniforms that they have now. They're okay. Um, but all I did was add a little bit to it, and I think it brings it to another level. It's simple, but they're classy, and then it's just about pairing stuff the right way. So, my primary homes are blue on blue. They have a version of these right now, and I think they look so cool. That blue is it's a nice color.
I
So I
love the
got
blue.
blue. Yeah, it pops, and then you got the white helmets. It's really cool. All I did was, they have two stripes on their shoulders and they have two stripes on their pants. I think that's fine, but it looks just kind of eh. I used the little like in their logo, they have the horseshoe and then they have these little like rivets. And all I did was I put the little like rivets in between the stripes. That's all I did. And then on their helmet, they have one stripe right down the middle. I don't know why. So I just put the two stripes and the rivets on the helmet too. So I think I got rid of the gray face masks. I think they're stupid. I put all white. It's just a little crispier, and then I just added the gray Nike swooshes everywhere, so you can still utilize the gray last name on the back. So, and then this is where I found out how to do a visor, so it looks a little cooler. But yeah, so blue on blue, I think it's pretty cool. Um, Secondary away. I know I've shit all over white pants. There's a finite amount of teams I can get away with white pants with a colored jersey, and the Colts are one of them. These are more similar to like their current uniforms, where like their home uniforms, where it's blue jersey, white pants. I think they can do it because they have a white helmet. If you have a white helmet, it's every other. It's white color, white, and then socks are a color. So I think they can get away with it. It still looks good. So I got them with blue jerseys, white pants, keeping the rivets. Nothing else is really changing on those. So primary away, white on white, keeping the stripes together, it just looks complete. Like if you just like hold it, like hold your phone away and look at this post and it's the white, it just looks good. Just all uniform, all the stripes are the same, white on white, blues popping, looks good. And then secondary away, I just have some blue pants on there if they want to switch it up. So white jersey, blue pants, you know, everything's riveted up. Very riveting. I know. So that's my Indianapolis Colts. Keeps it very simple, a little more subtle, not as crazy, but they're a kind of like their uniforms are simple. They don't have any crazy like fire, like the Titans had the fire in their helmet, and like you can do some crazy shit with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's an older school team, kind of like the Packers and the Bears. Like I didn't change too much with those because they're kind of more traditional. Um, I think they just whiffed on they have it's a horseshoe that's this shape. Like you're telling me no one in their marketing team was like, "Hey, let's just do this. We're the Colts. Let's
With
make
the horseshoe.
let's make it a C."
Yeah.
Like no one thought of that. I don't know. Because when I was a kid, I was a dumb little kid, and I was like, why do they have U's on their helmet? It's a shape of a U. It doesn't make much sense. But you're like, oh, okay, it is a horseshoe. It is a pretty cool logo, but like you kind of just whiffed on the C. It's pretty easy.
I
But
I just I love their blue though. I really
it's a
do.
great
Their
blue.
blue is
It's
awesome.
it's a royal, but it's like a brighter royal. I don't know. It's just
Hmm.
yeah, it's a good color. and then you don't really need much. The white pops with it, and then just little subtle hints of gray. Sure. I know they added like black. They like redid their uniforms a couple like a year or two ago, and they're like, oh, we're gonna add black to our colors, and they had like a swoosh on a white jersey black. I'm like, that's the black you're gonna use? Why even add black as a color if that's all you're gonna do? And then
It's a waste.
they
Yeah.
changed the font of their numbers so it looks a little more like cowboy, like western type font. And I thought that was fine, but I'm like, black would look good with this color scheme, but they don't have it in their colors. So those are my Colts. I got
Did you?
approval. I got approval from Scott. So
I was gonna
yeah,
ask. Yeah. Did you ask him what he thought?
yeah, he said he liked them. Yeah, that's my Colts. So I think
So
yeah,
Colts. You picked Texans last week, correct? Was it Texans as the running favorite right now?
yeah,
Now
right now,
over
no.
the Vikings.
Yep.
Yeah. So Texans or Colts then?
I think I still have the Texans.
Okay,
Yeah, but I mean,
I would
it's
agree.
tough. It's tough. I still think they're cooler. The helmet's just a little more.
I think
There's a little more something to it, but I still like the Colts. They look good. I mean,
next week's next week's can challenge. That's all I'll say. Next week's
yeah,
is gonna challenge that.
that was
Just
um that was a fun one. I kind of ripped
yeah,
off the Bengals, but it was fun.
yeah.
But the Bengals have arguably the best uniforms in the league, so I'll just put that out there. If they wouldn't wear, I'm not even going to redesign the Bengals. I'll just say that. I'm not going to. They have the best uniforms. They just need to stop wearing the white pants unless they're wearing the
I
all
just
whites.
I'm just looking at some of the comments on the posts, and they just kind of make me laugh. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, check out Uniform Buff on Instagram and you can look at all these. But yeah, those are my Indianapolis Colts. Next week we're going to round out the AFC South and you can do the math to figure out who that is. So
Jags, rar.
Rar, who are sneaky good this year,
Yeah,
and they seem to figure out how to play in London. But that's
true.
okay.
It's gonna be their home.
That screws up my fantasy. I'm like programmed to be like, okay, I need to have my lineup set by noon, and I turn the TV on. I'm like, oh,
There's a
Stefan
game
Diggs,
on.
or I like go into fantasy at like 9 in the morning. I'm like, wait, Stefan Diggs has like 16 points already. What the hell is going on? Oh, they're playing in London. Damn it, I forgot they start at like 8 a.m. So yeah, I gotta
I'll give
be
a
more careful. Are they gonna do that for every Sunday or is this like a couple of Sundays this year? They don't do it
it's a
every
couple in
Sunday.
a row, I think. No, I'll give a
Yeah.
shameless plug. Bleacher Report sends out a thing Saturday night. Remember to set your
Yeah, that's
lineups
nice.
for the 8:30 game, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
Jesus, I
Yeah.
okay.
That's good.
So,
That's smart.
yeah. But all right,
Yeah.
that's it.
Cool. That's it. That's episode 7. We're just cruising along
Enjoy
here,
the bye
man.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going quick.
We're not taking a bye. We're gonna still be here, but um yeah, we got some fun stuff ahead. So stay in touch. Follow us on all social media platforms. TikTok is popping. I don't
Yeah,
even
we're almost
know.
at a thou baby. We're
Let's go.
huge. Get us that grand bar. Woo!
Yeah, that's
We're not
sweet.
at 100, but we're there.
All right. Follow
Okay.
us, the Wisco Wisties. We love you. I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Love ya.
Bye.